All right, guys, let's get back into the world and see what we can come up with. So the only thing I really did between episodes was move around some of our resources. This one here is now processing diamonds and emeralds. And this guy here is processing pyrolusite to get us manganese and tantalite. If we take a look, and these we've got 20, which is not a lot, but it is passive, so we'll let that sit and do its thing. The reason we need manganese is because we need stainless steel dust. This is the HV kind of resource that we're going to need here, and it's actually the final thing that we need to finish out the Industrial Revolution. So I've got the resources we need to build another EBF here. And we need to expand this guy out. And we're going to match it to what we have. So let's do that. We're going to need to place the EBF down here. We're going to need an output bus. We'll place it down just like we do that one. We're going to need inputs. We need a hatch. Input hatch, output hatch. It looks like I don't have a specific way, but this is an input hatch. So we'll do input hatch there, input bus there, maintenance hatch. Gonna go there. And then it should just be heat-proof casings. Now this might be a little bit slow because I have cupronickel coils. And I don't have the next upgraded one, which would be this Canthol, which I could make, and we might have to do that. But I want to just get this down. We should be able to use cupronickel. It's just going to be slow. We're going to use this process, so 36 seconds. It might be slow for now, but I want to get it going. That way it's processing, we're getting stainless steel going, and then we'll upgrade it in the future. We're going to need another MV energy hatch, actually, because it needs to be run at HV. So to do that, we're going to place those there. Our muffler hatch there. And casings right here. So we can put that guy away. We're going to need a mixer, right? Yeah, because we can't craft it any other way. And it needs to be an MV mixer. So we'll get another hull. Get a mixer fired up. And that's going to go right over here. We could actually just place it down. We're going to need a drawer. Grab one of these guys. It's going right there. Pop that guy into that. We'll connect some cables up to it. We're also going to need to handle our maintenance issues. There we go. Put these back away. And then this guy is going to need an insert. Stainless steel dust is iron, nickel, manganese, and chromium. We're just going to pull that from this guy. We do have chromium. We do not have nickel. This guy's going to get an insert. It's inserting on yellow. That's a fluid card. Insert on 1 on the orange channel. Nothing's going in there, right? Yep. Gonna get a counting filter. And it needs to be on program circuit 3. Need iron, nickel, manganese, chromium. And if we connect this, do this. Those are going in there, and this needs to be on 3. And then need one of these bad boys and set this to auto out on there. And what else? Let's see. Manganese. It's used in a couple of things. So there are other things we're going to use it for, but nothing that we're going to be using right away. HSSE would probably be the one that we'll be using sooner. Let's see. What do I have this guy on here? Extract on orange. Do I want it to be... This needs to be on 2. Input bus on circuit 2. This needs a fluid. I cannot type nitrogen gas. And that's going to be on 1. This fluid, yeah. And let's see, the stainless steel dust doesn't have any other uses. So it'll just go right into here. So if I take this and put this on an extract of yellow, put this on an insert, I need a filter for this. Is this set correctly? Yes. So don't suck that in. And we'll just say 1 stainless steel dust. On 5. That was right? No, 4. And then we should be able to just connect all of these. That and that and that. This and that. That's getting nitrogen. That's getting stainless steel. This just needs power. I don't think it's a problem for that to be covered up. Stainless steel dust, nitrogen. Circuit 2. HV. HV. Does this also need to be on 2? I am not good at knowing what these machines need. It might be this. Might be that these... Yep, that's what it was. Can't block that stuff. Bam, there we go. Now the problem is also going to be that we're going to be running out of power. That's going to be one of our next goals, is to handle our power situation, because Just not creating enough. We're creating enough when it's daytime. See, no problems during the day. At nighttime, not so great. So this is running, and it's going to take 37 seconds to get us stainless steel. Bam. If we take a drawer and place them right there, we'll let it run. I don't have any issues with letting it run. We're going to need configuration tool. We're going to link it. We don't need to link that dust, but we will link that. Fantastic. And we'll take out that. That gets us our quest. That completes this. We'll take our coin. And this says there's one more quest in here. It's not completed. Where's our last quest? LV upgrade kit? No. That has a checkbox. Oh, the MV upgrade kit. Don't I have some of those? Those in here? No, I don't have an MV upgrade kit. Okay. That actually wouldn't be difficult to get. We don't have liquid redstone or signalum glass. Liquid signalum. But the next thing that I probably want to look into getting myself into would be more of the HV line. More of this stuff. So Lumium is next on there. The multi-smelter. What else? The HV machine hull, CPU chips. We got the advanced circuit assembler. Blue laser lens. What chips do I have over here? RAM, IC, and UPLIC. Thought I had more chips. I do not. Thought I had a blue laser. We've got emerald, ruby, sapphire. Any light blue. Okay. So the light blue would be a diamond. Or a glass? No. I don't know what that is. That's a lot of stuff. So, diamond lens would be in a lathe, an exquisite diamond. We got some of those. I think I have a lathe down here. Advanced lathe. Bam, we've got one now. Pop that in there, let it do its thing. Okay, so maybe we should get these MV upgrade kits. I think that might be worthwhile. So electrum gear, signalum glass, steel gear. We've got circuits. Liquid redstone. How much room do we have? We've got 3 spots over here. Actually, including these 2, we've got a couple more. Let's look up electrum. Do we have electrum plates on passive? We do not. We do have electrum ingots, I believe. Is that over here? Maybe not. Maybe we don't have electrum. No, I don't think so. We would alloy smelter. Nope, we do have it. We do have it. Let's increase this by a little bit here. So this is a spot for crushed resources. So I think I want to start another one here. So if we go off of this line right here. More, is that correct? Yep, that's right. Put those away. We're going to need a 4 amp connector. Or what did I use here? 8 amps? 8 amps is probably fine. Let's just do a 16 amp. MV 16 amp converter. And it doesn't really hurt us. We've got plenty of resources to make it. One of those guys, one of those guys. One of the things that I'm going to want to upgrade to pretty soon is Flux Networks. To be able to do that, we need, so it would be after we get into the large chemical reactor. So once we get like the HV energy hatches and the chemical reactors, we'll be able to do it then, I suppose. Okay, so first off, electrum plate. We're going to do a bender. Do I have a bender? I do not. But we can make one. We're going to need a couple of HV machines. So we'll put a bender there. We're going to need dense cables. Do I have more in here? I do. We'll run that out to there. Grab some wireless connectors. Go there and there. And an interface. Like so. These guys connected up. That's going to go there. Let's connect all these guys. Okay, and then they're going to be purple. We alternate. Fantastic. This is going to get electrum. 1 ingot. This is going to get electrum. This needs extract card. Need a couple of cards, actually. And a fluid card as well. Wrong one. There we go. So it'll run all of those. This should be running once I set this on 1. There we go. We'll grab one of these guys, one of these guys, and one of these. Hook that up. Lock it, and then there's this drawer controller, which is going to get connected there. Fantastic. And I think actually over here, because we're handling fluids. So that's done. The steel gears, those are good. This, we need redstone and we need signalum to be molten. So let's actually put those. We're going to put those back here. So we'll use an extractor for that. And this is also an extractor, but they both need to be MV. Pumps. Pumps are a little bit of a problem for me. Not too much, though. And I'm going to need importers. And cables. Those. That doesn't need to be there. Import, import. This is going to get signalum. This is redstone. I could use blocks of redstone. Which one's faster? 9. I think they're the same. So you are going to insert signalum. And you are going to insert redstone. Over here, signalum, redstone. These should be running. Yep, and we're going to see the fluid is going to come out, but it's not going to go anywhere because we actually have to put drives down. Now, what I might actually want to do... How fast is signalum actually running through the alloy smelter? Where's signalum actually located? Oh, yes. That's an EBF recipe. That's down here. Okay. So we have tons of it, so it's not going to be too big of a deal. So we'll come over here in... This drive is full. So fluid... They're 1 cave cells. I need 2 of them. One of them is going to have liquid redstone. And the other going to have liquid signalum. Liquid redstone. Liquid signalum. Once we pop those in there, we'll see these start to fill up. There we go. Now, the liquid signalum, this does have some uses, and the redstone really only has the one. What are redstone plates used for? I really don't need there to be an importer on this one. Let's put liquid redstone in here. The liquid redstone is only really used in this recipe. We don't need plates. That's not used for anything. Yeah, we only need it for this. That's an MV assembler. And robot arms, 2, and conveyors, 2. So we can actually output this into this, but I do want to use a fluid card first. Insert that into there. And that should be all the redstone in our system. And we can actually just take this out. I don't have any uses for it, so we can do that. So this will just auto export like so. Yeah. So the MV kit needs that. Signalum glass. We still need to make signalum glass. Now, is this used? This is not used for literally anything but this. So we'll get another fluid solidifier, and that's going to go on the opposite side. Need 2 more pumps. 1, 2. Keeps taking our wrench. Don't like that. You're going to go there. You're going to get an insert of tempered glass. The signalum is going to be 144. So you get a tempered glass on 1. You're going to get molten signalum on 1. Take that out. Put that in there. We'll change this to 0.288. We'll just keep 2 in stock there. And then this also needs tempered glass, which is going to be that. And now that's going to run, and this we are going to put down a drawer. And upgrades for that drawer, or downgrades, I should say. Auto export that. Configuration. Linking. So this guy is going to get an insert. Get rid of all that. Electrum, signalum, steel, and a gear. And also 720. No, that's not going to be there because that's automatically being inserted. Electrum, signalum, steel gear, MV circuit. This, it's that guy, that guy. This now should be working. Fantastic. Another functional drawer. And we'll take a downgrade. These I'll use, I think, quite a bit. Like immediately, we're going to be able to upgrade our dynamos here. But I think that's going to be a problem because then these cables are not going to be able to support that power transfer. But I'm not sure how this diamond wire works. I don't know if one wire can only transmit 8,000 RF. If that's the case, then these are going to be like pretty much maxed out. So I might have to change those to be using. This is going to be a quest that makes a lot of noise. But if we take this guy now, We pop this open and say, hey, you're making 800 RF per tick. Now you're making 3,200. And this actually doesn't need to be in there. There are kits for efficiency. Energy, maximum output. I believe it's this one. Fuel energy. Yeah. Soul infused glass, electrum. We could make these and then it would use less diamonds, but I don't think that we're really too worried about the diamond issue. Let's see, there's 8. 8. And we also have these guys. But these motors keep breaking, and I don't know why. It's kind of annoying. I don't know if it has something to do with the laser nodes. I'm guessing maybe it does. But these don't have any upgrades in them. But if we look up it, and we take these guys, and we go bam. They're now making 2,048, which is way more than what these pipes can handle. But I think it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So we can do this. Then our only problem is how much this guy, because this guy can only take so much going in. Well, now he can do 16,000. I don't think that there's a limit on the connectors. But I do need to click them with a wrench. So now they're pulling, but I need some motors. I want just the basic motor. Oh. Make sure we have enough charcoal. We should see these guys kick on. They're going to be burning through the power, though. That's not so bad. Our kits are a little slow. But definitely get an increase in power. And I could disconnect some of these. We don't have a lot of charcoal. How slow are these? They're a little bit better. Running that way. Let's take these out. A dancing cow. So I think it's just going to be better to put these in these guys. But then, like I said, the problem is 3,200 RF. Like, we can see these can't transfer power fast enough. The cable's not going to be able to transfer the power fast enough. So that's a problem that we need to solve. I could just put down like one of these redstone flex cells on each one of these. And I should probably move them if I'm going to do that. It might be worth it to come over here and move those dynamos down here for power storage. I think I just might do that. Because over here, this is our kind of main power storage area, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. If I pop one of these in here, how much better does it get? 64, and that one doesn't do anything. 64,000 and 64 million storage. Okay. I think it's going to be beneficial to move that and probably also move these dynamos. One issue that I can see us having is actually being able to extract power, move power around. Okay, so I think these can connect to these. I don't know what that looks like. Let's do that. Let's make 16 cells. Energy cell, here we go. Do we have enough? Sure we do. And then they get used. It's just a block of redstone. Do we have the red print? We do. Fantastic. So let's just break all these. And all these. Don't need that import bus or these cables. We do need that. Don't need that glowstone. That can go away. Do I have the right amount here? Oh yeah, okay, there's a couple. There's a couple that are stacked up in there. Okay. Let's run over here. And do this. Need more nodes. We'll place these ones down. Like so. This guy is going to get an insert. Diamond. Now, diamond blocks, can these go in the lapidary dynamo? They cannot. So diamond, just one. That's going to be on channel 1. I think over here we're extracting from this. Charcoal. Okay, so we will extract from this. We're not currently. So if I take the card cloner and nope, that's not right. It's right click. Or it's left click and then right click. Can I just do this? No. Ah. Right click. Right click, right click, right click. Right click. Okay, so I got those sat down and configured. I placed down our dynamos. Our dynamos are going to get cells right on top of them. Actually, hold on. I think we need to do this first. We need to upgrade these. Now they're going to produce a ton of energy.